What's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's edition of Let's Build a Brand. I mean, it's about to be dope. I don't know what else to tell you. If you have friends, if you have family, I want you all to hit the share button, hit the follow button, hit the like button, text out this link, share this link, let everybody know that we about to build a brand tonight. We're going to show you guys how to build a brand. We're going to give you some free game, some free insight on how to build a brand in 2021. I'm Nietzsche, social media expert, marketing guru, entrepreneur myself. I had to build my own brand. I built the brand Nietzsche Inc., which does marketing for large religious organizations, some churches, small businesses, reality TV stars. And then I built the brand Nietzsche Made It from my kitchen table. I built the brand from there and it's turned into a business. So I'm an entrepreneur, editor-in-chief of a nationally distributed printed magazine that actually shows up at the crib, you know what I'm saying, and a clothing designer. So I know a little bit about building a brand and of course, social media. I do that for in various capacities. So I'm super excited to be able to have this conversation with some other really dope entrepreneurs tonight who have also not only built brands, but also helped others to build brands. So before I bring them on, I need y'all to drop some comments in the comments section. Let us know what questions you have. If you have a brand that you're trying to build, if you've built a brand, if you know somebody who's really dope that you want to see on this platform with us in the future that has built a brand, drop them in the comments. And while you're doing that, hit the like button, hit follow, hit share. We believe in sharing information. And if you know anybody that has a brand that they're trying to build, I want you to share this right now. I just want to check my phone real quick. And to make sure that everybody can see everything that I can see on social media. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Periscope right now. Everybody that's on, getting ready to come on camera is sharing this. Okay, yes, I see you guys. I see you on my social media pages. I see that you guys are on here. So let me just share this video out because I don't want anybody to miss this. So you guys share this out to everyone that you know. Hit like, hit follow. Let everyone know to tune in tonight because we're building a brand. One of the things that we saw this year, we're just in the beginning of 2021, but in 2020 is that everybody kind of started coming out the gate with building a brand. Some failed miserably, but some were very successful. Some really did amazing. There is there's a process that people follow when they're building a brand. There are relationships that they build. There's access that they have. There are ways that they navigate their day. Tonight, we're going to give y'all the inside scoop. And guess what? It's free to you. It's all free to you. So tag somebody, share this video with someone, let them know that we're on the air. My girl Sukie is coming on camera with me right now. The reason why I want to talk to Sukie, y'all, is because she did something amazing during COVID. You're about to hear about it tonight. Sukie, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Mama, I'm great. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you on Let's Build a Brand tonight because your brand, matter of fact, I have your grapefruit mint candle.
There it is.
Right here. Now, don't y'all all rush to her website and buy these all up super because I need more.
Or do.
Okay. But you built let me go ahead and tell us about your brand and then I'll tell you what I think and, just what I've seen from afar. Go ahead and tell us about your brand.
Yeah. So I was living in LA at the time and I was still working at the time. I was still working in the advertising. I was working in these boutique ad agencies and it'd been about 3 years. And, I think that there was a disconnect between what I was waking up every morning to do for work versus who I felt authentically as a person when I left work. And it was important for me because I'd seen other people do it. It was important for me to start creating and living a life where I felt like there was mind, body, and soul alignment with the type of work that I was doing and with my lifestyle. There was nothing more inauthentic to me than showing up Monday morning and fraternizing with my coworkers and sitting in these meetings that truly in my heart, I knew I didn't care about.
Mm-hmm.
I had no connection to the projects I was being assigned. I felt no real passion when I'd wake up in the morning. I had no fire to go out and get it in terms of that type of work that I was doing. And, I'm a graduate of Spelman College. I spent my time living in Brazil and Africa. I did my graduate degree in San Francisco. And so then to end up in LA, working in a 9-to-5 where I had some old rich white dude telling me what to do that could make or break my day with any given email, or condemn or criticize or applaud my work, or, you know, it was a subject and it was up to them about how good my performance was. I felt like, no, there's got to be something else better. There's got to be another path out here that feels more empowering, that allows for me to set my own financial cap on how much I make, as opposed to somebody else telling me how much I can bring in, how much my worth is. So I started meditating, and in one of my meditations, I got the message to start making things. So I spent the next 2 years in my kitchen grinding after work and teaching, kind of became a naturalista, DIY scientist in my kitchen, teaching myself how to make different things. I started from everything from, you know, body scrubs and lotions to one day eventually trying candles. And I made my first batch of candles. I made 3 of them in my kitchen back in 2016 and brought them into my coworkers, started, you know, just sharing them across my network, friends and family. And needless to say, apparently I put my foot in it, because it's been nonstop ever since. My demand has been always higher than my supply. And, you know, I never planned on building a brand or building a business out of this, but, you know, 4 years later, I've got a couple of employees. We're in a couple different stores now regionally. So things have, you know, it's gone from 0 to 10, and I wake up every day excited about what I'm doing. So.
Well, let me tell you, Sukie, first of all, the fellas are probably blowing up your DMs right now because they think you're gorgeous, fellas. But before y'all go into her DMs, did you hear about her history, where she went to school and where she has been and what she has done? So consider that before you hit her DMs, okay? Consider that when you hit the DMs, fellas. But I appreciate what you shared about your story, where you were, what you did. And, you know, last year, and even also coming to this year, 2021, COVID has wreaked havoc on small businesses and large businesses alike. Some people have had to completely fold, but you have managed to not only maintain, but also invent some new products. I actually, I'm a big believer in supporting. So Family, those candles that I showed you a little bit ago, I actually have 3. I actually paid for those. I did not reach out to Sukie, ask her to give me nothing for free. I supported the business. Okay. And so obviously other people are supporting you because you maintained this even in the midst of COVID, and have just really done really well. Give me the top 3 things that you feel like in building a brand makes a person be able to be successful in crisis and out.
Yeah. You know, I think a big part of entrepreneurship that I have found early on, even before COVID, was the capacity to have tenacity and to just kind of have grit. You know, you kind of almost have to go into a second gear. You have to be a little bit hungry. It's almost like I'm from the West Coast. I'm a West Coast girl, but you do kind of have to like tap into what is, my brother went to school on the East Coast. So you kind of have to tap into a little bit of like this East Coast hustle and grind of like just having the wherewithal to just get it. You know, it's despite all odds, once you know, if you have a particular goal. You know, I really believe that once you set your intention really clearly, once you start to speak it, once you obsessively start to think about things, that doors start opening and that the universe will begin to conform to your will. I truly believe that, and I've seen it happen more than 1,000 times in my life. So it is really kind of being able to have a bit of a thick skin that no matter what's going on in the world, politically, socially, it doesn't matter. That doesn't necessarily dictate how. I had all kind of obstacles that hit me last year in terms of disruptions to my supply chain, having distributors that were on extreme delays, but it just meant that I had to figure other things out, whether I have to drive further out and find alternative backup suppliers at the last minute. If it means that you have to form new relationships, you have to get creative. You have to be a little bit scrappy. You have to kind of hustle and be able to roll up your sleeves.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's probably my number one. My second one is that you can't be, at least for me personally, it was important. I'm not in this for money. I'm not doing this because I'm chasing a check. I'm doing it because I would be making candles if nobody was looking. You know, if nobody was purchasing, I'd be at home in my kitchen, you know, DIYing it and making candles on my own, because it's a part of a self-care practice. It's a healing thing for me to teach myself how to make something with my hands. It's powerful to be able to call myself like an artist and a craftswoman in terms of a particular skill. So that's probably the second thing, is that you have to do it from a place. It has to be connected to your values in some capacity. It has to be connected to your belief system, so that there's something else that drives you, but beyond a monetary goal.
You gotta be passionate about what it is that you're doing, because
Yeah.
eventually it's gonna show through what you put out.
Yeah, and people feel it, oddly enough. There's a lot of candle makers out there, but because I pour a specific love and an amount of intention into my candles, somehow my customers feel that. It's like an intangible thing. It's not an ingredient that I'm adding into the candles. They feel that there's some sense of like, this woman really loves what she's doing. She believes in it and she pours her love into it. So there does have to be a level of like authenticity with what you're creating as an entrepreneur, because people feel that. And that's why they seek out smaller brands, because they want to seek out something that somebody really loves, that they're passionate about. It doesn't matter what you do. You can be cutting grass, you could be sewing baskets, you could be making clay, jewelry. It doesn't matter. But if you love it, people feel that.
You made a really good point with that, as far as I'm seeing a lot more people, especially with all that transpired last year. And that's a conversation for another day. But people are really wanting to support small businesses. They really are. So here's what I'm going to do, Sukie. You have Cash App, right?
I do.
Okay. I am going to pay for one of those candles, like what I have, for someone. Now, if you want this candle, you have to be following Sukie on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you have to be following Nietzsche on Instagram. And then I want you to drop a comment in the comment section and let us know that you followed us. And I'm going to Cash App Sukie. Actually, let me do it now, because y'all would love to say that we just be talking junk on camera and we didn't actually doing it.
We really like each other off camera. That's the thing.
Right, exactly. I'm going to send her $20 right now to pay for somebody's candle. Somebody, Sukie, what's the cat? And while I'm giving out her Cash App, if you guys want to support this Black-owned business, you can also do that also. All right, what's the Cash App, Sukie?
So my Cash App is, it's my Sukie. So it's MY, and then Sukie is spelled SUKIE. And that is not a nickname, it's my government.
All right. Yeah, I'm sending this right now. I'm about to show y'all the screenshot. I'm in bad Wi-Fi, but let's see.
And while we're doing this, let me show y'all. So I have two different product sizes. This is I just happen to have them right here. This is
see that?
Oh, that's left.
Okay, so somebody's gonna get a free candle. But you gotta be following me, and you have to be following Sukie on Instagram. All of our information is in the description of this video, and I want you all to flood her social media, flood her Instagram, flood her Facebook, support this Black-owned business, support this small business. Sukie, give them your web address, your IG, everywhere they can reach you, because I hope that our fans and followers tonight flood your website tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's all the same. My name is Sukie, so my website is sukiescandleco.com. So that's SUKIE, and that's plural. So sukiescandleco.com. And the Facebook is the same. The IG is the same. It's not hard to find. So,
well, I'm so glad that you graced us with your presence tonight. And I'm wishing you much success, and definitely looking forward to talking to you off camera. We got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to do this year. And as soon as I get that post that someone followed both me and Sukie, and then you have dropped that in the comments of this video, she's going to send you a candle and make sure you're connected. It's already paid for. You ain't got to do nothing, but make sure you follow us. Sukie, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for rocking out with us tonight on Let's Build a Brand, fam. I hope that you were blessed and inspired by her. Sukie's Candle Co. Look, this candle right here, sometimes I don't want to tell y'all stuff, because then the next day it'd be sold out. And I still want to get some of these. This is grapefruit mint. I love this one. Okay, I'm burning this tonight. I actually have 3 candles from her. I was really excited to support her business. If you know anybody else that has an amazing business that you think would be good for us to share on Let's Build a Brand, definitely let me know. All right. I got 2 dope cats getting ready to come on come on here and chit chat with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? You guys really love the conversation that I had with these 2 amazing business owners, Black-owned business owners, 2 dope cats killing the game in their industry. And so I'm going to bring them on camera. I'm talking about Opio Shaah with the Print Giants. Opio, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And then I'm talking about Mike with Mike Bill's Brands. Mike, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
You know, people love the conversation that we had the last time, and I had to have this conversation again. Matter of fact, we're going to do Let's Build a Brand the remaining Sundays of the month of January. We'll be doing Let's Build a Brand because this month of January is when everybody kind of they feel one way or the other. Either they feel they're not getting any sales because y'all January is a unique month anyway. So I don't want you to beat yourselves up, family. Sometimes that's how it is. So either they really feel like they're not getting any sales, no movement, no traction, or they're coming into the new year just like I'm just about to go for it. I'm just about to go all in, all gas, no brakes. So we're going to talk about that tonight, you all. We're hoping that we'll inspire you tonight. Opio, let the people know who you are and what you do. I mean, I already told them how fly you are, how dope you are. The Print Giants, y'all. He is the CEO of the printgiants.com. He designs, they do apparel and print for tons of amazing people, all sizes. I promise you, when you reach out to the Print Giants, it doesn't matter how small or big your project is. It doesn't matter if you're at the beginning stages and you don't know what to do. You need to give them a call today and get your apparel brand, get your pop-up shop, get your graduation stuff, get it hooked up. Don't wait. Go ahead and get it. I just gave them a little bit, but OPO, go ahead and tell them a little bit, about you and the Print Giants and everything.
All right, well, thank you, and you ain't tell no lies. You told the truth there. My name is Opio Shaah. I am the CEO of the Print Giants. That's the Print Giants with the S.com. We are your one-stop promotional shop. Anything that you need to promote your business through various print media, design work. The only thing that we don't do is we don't do websites. So if you need a website, we're going to direct you over there to Mike, and Mike is going to get you in order. But any of your signage needs, any of your online design needs, apparel needs, and most of your print media, we can take care of for you. So you can log on to our website. We have tons of promotional products, whether you're a school organization, a sports team. We work with churches. We work with nonprofit organizations, universities, you name it. We can help you out. So again, go over to our website. Check us out. DM me with any questions. We're here for you.
Mike, what's up?
Hey,
Mike
what's going on?
is just he has created websites and he does so much for some brands that you all are probably shopping on or that you have gone to visit that you don't even realize that the person that's sitting in front of you on this screen right now is behind. Okay, he doesn't just do websites, but he can create an entire sales situation for you. Mike builds brands. That's what he does. Does. Mike, go ahead and tell him just a little bit more about what you do.
Well, thank you for the introduction. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Dixon. I'm the CEO of Mike Builds Brands, and we have somewhat of a niche company. We specialize in branding, which is creating companies' brand stories and messaging, but we do that through a series of channels. So web development, content creation, photography, videography, product development. I mean, you name it. If it has anything to do with either starting or scaling a business, we operate in some capacity, whether it is consulting or whether it is the actual creation of products and product development and et cetera.
So, family, again, I say, do y'all see how much power is on this screen right now? Do y'all see that? This is the conversation that you want to be a part of. I'm telling you, text your friends, email them, hit the follow button, hit the share button, hit the like button wherever you're watching this at, and then also drop a comment in the comment section because I really should have called this, I don't know, power or something, because there's so much power on this screen right here. Everybody has a space in which they dominate that they're amazing at. And these conversations that you're able to have on this Let's Build a Brand and the knowledge that they're able to share with you is something that you would probably have to normally call and pay for a consultation to get. But tonight, just for a few minutes, we're going to share with you. So OPO, we're in the top of the year. I'm seeing a lot of, especially people who do apparel or things like that. They are just really feeling like their sales are just like in the toilet right now. And they just want to throw in the towel. They just want to scrap the whole business. They feel like they are the only one Give us some nuggets as it pertains to that.
Well, listen, if you're in a downtime, you got to be hungry. You got to be a real entrepreneur. Downtime should be, if sales are down, then you should be building for the spring. Apparel time, spring, summertime is coming up. If you're slow right now, it's not a whole lot that you can do to change that. I mean, there's small things you can do on social media. You can make pushes, but if the season is slow, get prepared for the next season. Get your designs in order, get your advertising and marketing plans in order. Come see me, come see Mike, come see Nietzsche. You make some changes, adjust. But if you're just getting down and putting your head down and you're ready to bow out, that might be a sign that maybe you may not be cut for what's going on right now. Because us entrepreneurs, we don't get down. When things get tough, we figure out ways and we get tough with the time. So that's my first word of encouragement to you. Get your head out of the ground and get busy.
Yeah, because you know what, if there's nothing that is less true, it is the fact that entrepreneurs have a 100% amazing day every single day. Mike, we talked about this the last time about we quit once a day.
I quit once a day.
We quit once a day. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, I like to say that I have to keep some friends around me that are hype men, that I got to be able to call and just be like, look, I'm about to just never mind. And they hype me back up, because you may quit once a day. It is the life of an entrepreneur. And there are seasons where if it wasn't a season where certain things didn't sell, then you would not see your big box brands putting things on clearance. Them putting it on clearance is a clear indication that everything they put on the shelf does not always completely sell out. At some point, they put those items on clearance because they did not sell when they put them on the shelf. Another thing I can add to what Opio said, about restructuring, this is a good time. If you have leftover inventory and you are cool with it, this is a good time for you to send out, use those garments for some photo shoots, or send them to some people who might be willing to send you a photo in that particular garment, or send it out to some influencers or something. If you have inventory, I think that's kind of something that stresses people out that have an apparel brand, because you're looking at that inventory every day and you're like, I done spent the money on this. I done got it created. I done stitched it together, and it's still sitting here. And so you get frustrated, but this is a great time to just refocus, readdress, take some of that and send it to some influencers, send it to some friends, put it on a mannequin, take some pictures with it, but do something with it, but do not stop. Because like Opio said, if you're going to stop when the day is rough, this just might not be the thing for you. Mike, what are people coming to you for? During this pandemic, we've had a lot of unique things, a lot of changes, a lot of business moves, a lot of money moves. What is the thing that you see people that they really are coming to you that they need the most, especially during what, is definitely a real unique time, but it's also a time. Let me not put so much emphasis on the fact that we are in a global pandemic, because I'm seeing some people that are beasting their businesses in the midst of it, just like Sukie just did. So I don't want us to get so, I recognize that we have the global pandemic, but I also understand that, like Opio said, if you're hungry, or you got to be hungry. So what are people, what are you finding are some of the conversations that you're having to have with some of your clients right now?
So a majority of what we're talking about right now is pivoting in a post-COVID society, right? So throughout history, there have been things that have come along that have really changed the trajectory of how we do business, how we interact with each other, and how we create opportunities for ourselves. And now is one. While there are definitely people struggling, there were also people that exploded throughout this period because they spent a lot of time planning and learning and seeking opportunities to take the extra time or the extra inventory, or just taking advantage of the opportunities that they have before them. There's so much that can be learned in how we proceed forward now. And if you're not constantly pushing yourself, because the first thing is, for the people that are struggling right now, if you do anything for a period of time and it doesn't stretch you outside of your comfort zone, you're not growing and you're not learning. If you don't ever run into a brick wall of something that you don't know, you're not learning. Doing things that you know how to do consistently means that you're plateauing, and the world moves on. Inflation happens, the world keeps going. So if you're standing still, that's the worst place in the world to be. If you're drowning, at least you're fighting, trying to come out of it. And if you're exceeding expectations, you're on the right track, but you always have to be moving. You can't be standing still. So people are coming to me to ask, how do we pivot? And the way that you pivot is you have to start doing research. You have to understand your marketplace. You have to understand your consumer. You have to understand the direction of the economy. And you have to understand how people are shopping now. If you're
Yep.
selling a product or service, how are they shopping? Personal branding is way more important than it's ever been. You used to could attach a name to something, Sears, JCPenney, just attach a name to it, Levi's, and people would buy it based off of that name recognition. Now we're in a generation of creating new names to bring to the forefront. So that's why branding is so important. And I tell people all the time, you can't just rely on products anymore. The market is saturated. If you're selling apparel, everybody's selling apparel nowadays. But what is your apparel attached to? What is the brand attached to? One of my most successful companies that I work with, they have a program where 50% of their proceeds goes to local at-risk youth in their area, right? So they're helping people through the sales that don't have certain resources, posting videos about it, getting these guys in suits, helping them with job training and so on and so forth. And they're documenting that process, and they're going to put a documentary out about it. So if you're selling apparel, what is it attached to? How can you draw on the strings of people and give them some type of inspiring message to buy from you? That company is doing extremely well right now because people aren't buying just because they have clothes. They're buying because of the messaging and the branding, and they're buying because of how it makes them feel. And that's just one example. So
Now,
there's tons of way to grow.
that was a gem all in itself.
Mhm.
The reason why these conversations are important for business owners, and I think that you all will both agree, is because a lot of what both of you mentioned, sometimes you can't see outside of where you are. And so you need to know that there's another way to do this, or a way to refocus. OPO, like you mentioned, to focus on what are you doing for the spring and summer? What can you be doing? Mike, like you mentioned, doing some research, which both of those worlds collide. If you're not learning to do something else, like you mentioned, attaching it to something, what does it stand behind? What is it a part of? I'm seeing small businesses that are booming because, as you mentioned, people have fallen in love with the motive. They've fallen in love. For example, Tabitha Brown, people just love her. Why? Because they saw her story. They are attached to her story, what she has done, how she shares about her family, what she's connected to, and she's doing extremely well. That's, she got her own product line off her hair now. She's been on TV and all that kind of stuff. So she's a really great example of, a person that did not have a big box brand attached to them, but she grew her own brand. And so you could definitely do this. I hope that if nothing else that you get out of this conversation that we have tonight, that you get out of it not to give up. If this is what's in your heart, if this is what your passion is, don't give up. OPO, we have many people come to you. They come and they sit in your office, they sit in your seat, and they come to you with an idea. What do you see as maybe one of the things that they get from a place of just an idea? Oftentimes we'll go into something. I've done this myself. I've had this idea. I went and sat down with somebody and never picked the idea back up again. So what are some of the things, or what are some of the ways that we can avoid getting stuck? I know a lot of people come to you. They're like, hey, I have this idea. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you never see them again. Some people you do see, but there's a percentage that you don't see because they, for whatever reason, were unable to follow through. What are some things that we can do to have that stick-to-itiveness with our brand, with building our business, to follow through?
One of the first things that I would say is really pick something that you have a passion about. A lot of times people confuse going into business with hustling or having like a side business or a side hustle. You really have to decide what it is you want to do, and then try to pick something that you have a passion for. I just talked to a young brother, is actually a relative of mine, yesterday, about not chasing the money. A lot of times you can have an ideal, or you can have a goal, something you want to get into business wise, and the foundation, the base of it just isn't right. So like we talked about earlier, you run into your first obstacle and you're ready to give up, because you don't really have a passion for that. It's just something that you thought you had a quick fix for. And if it doesn't go right, then you're jumping over to something else. And I see that a lot of times. I see people that come into my office, 1 year they're coming in, they're ready to start a hairline. Then next year or a few months later, they're coming in and they want to start selling food. And sometimes you can tell that it's really, they're on the chase for a change. Maybe, you know, they're working like the young lady said earlier, you're working a 9 to 5 every day and you're not satisfied there. Keep that 9 to 5. Just like she said, she found something that she had a passion for. She got in the kitchen. She worked on it for 2 or 3 years. At that time, she gained knowledge. She did research. She did all of the things to build a strong foundation. So once she started putting it out into the public and she started to, you know, put her business into motion, when obstacles come, you've invested so much into what you're doing. You got a sense of confidence because of preparation. So when obstacles come, you're able to adjust. You're able to do more research. You have mentors in place. You have business consultants. You have accountants. You have attorneys, different things, like, because you've truly invested into your business. So what I would tell people to do is sometimes slow down, seek counsel, look to talk to people, you know, really get an understanding about what you're going to do before you get into it and before you invest your money into it. And in that situation, you will have a lot more, as I said earlier, confidence about what you're doing and a lot more knowledge about what you're doing. So when obstacles do come, they just don't hit you the same way. You're more, you're able to absorb a bump or a blow and keep on pushing because you have a track, you have a base to work from.
Yeah, that ties back into what you said from the beginning. You know, this whole conversation has been about research, refocus, and pivot. I think that those are probably going to be key words that we're going to hear as far as business is concerned throughout this whole year. Focus, research, and pivot. You know, refresh, look at it, you know, a different way. Mike, there is one of the things that I kind of learned the hard way, and Opio has mentioned it about having help talking to someone. One of the things I learned the hard way was just that, reaching out to talk to somebody. And, you know, in the beginning stages of some of the things that I've built, I wasn't even sure how to do that or to do that. In the beginning stages, I kind of felt like I needed to try to do everything myself. And what I learned from the School of Hard Knocks is there comes a point where you have to actually invest in your business and hire someone who knows how to do that particular thing a little bit better than you. I was trying to do my own graphics using a little app on the computer. And, you know, maybe at first that was all right. But once, you know, I started growing and I'm seeing my stuff on the red carpet on the OWN network and, you know, on the red carpet for the Emmys, I couldn't utilize an app or take the time to do it myself anymore, because that was not, like Opio mentioned, what's your passion? That was not my passion, but it was just something I was doing because I had to do it. And so it wasn't coming out as nicely as it could. I have definitely learned now that there is a blessing in putting a graphic designer on retainer or hiring one to create a graphic for you that you can use over and over again so that your brand can go to the next level. People can tell what looks like it was created one way versus another. So will you just speak to us? You know, we always use that phrase, it takes money to make money. And that sounds really good, but I don't know if we ever really take that to heart. A simple $50 or $60 for a graphic designer to go ahead and create for you could take a lot of stress off of your brain and give you something amazing. And versus the time that it would take you to sit on the computer, trying to figure this out yourself, trying to match colors and fonts, trying to move the picture around, take the background out. So just, you know, give us some nuggets on being okay with, and also the need to hire someone in certain phases of your business.
Man, that's such an amazing point. I'll start off by saying this. I turn people's money down all the time. I really do. And that was something that I had to learn to do. I had to learn to tell people you're not ready yet. You're not ready, and you're not at the stage where you need me yet. There are things that you need to put yourself in position to do. When people don't have budgets, when people don't have certain things, what I tell them is that you're elongating your success by years by not planning and by not putting yourself in a position to win. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you need to. And just because you don't have a website doesn't mean that you aren't running a business. Just because you don't have your product on the shelves right now doesn't mean that you're not running a business. Just because you're still in the learning and developing and researching phase of your business doesn't mean that you're not running a business. That's the most important part of running a business. If you haven't set aside $400 or $500 for design services that you're going to need to do things professionally, then you're not ready. You're not ready yet. You need to be focusing on how can I get a side gig or run some Uber for a couple of weeks, or what do I have that I can do to position myself to be able to afford this, to do this the right way? Because your audience has tons of choices to choose from services, probably in most cases that are similar to yours, unless you're creating or inventing a new product. Why would they choose you and the graphics that, you know, the 13-year-old from your church did that looked like they were a fifth grade presentation over someone who has invested $40 or $50 to create a flyer that looks like it's a legitimate business? That's so important. And what happened and what I was doing was I was taking people's money that weren't ready, and then I was having to give them an entire business lesson when I took their money. And it turned out to be a situation where it was less value for me, because now I'm wasting 3 hours coaching, training, and development for a $50 flyer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to explain to them why they should do this, why they should do that, why this color needs to be this, why you don't need to use that logo. And it just became overwhelming. And so I had to start saying, you need to do your research first. You need to understand selling. You need to understand certain things. So it's so important for you to position yourself for these costs and these expenses and to have them done professionally, because you wouldn't want to go to a mechanic and spend $2,500 for somebody that has never been to any type of mechanic school to learn from anybody, somebody that's just practicing on your car. Like, no, I'm not gonna pay retail for somebody that's practicing on my car. Yeah. I want to go to somebody that has some credentials, that has some insurance, that has put things in place. And it's the same thing in business. We expect people to support us, but if you want people that have never seen you, never talked to you before, to believe and invest in your company and into your product or service, you got to do it first.
When I was building my Nietzsche Made It brand, I'm kicking out these skirts, and that's what I'm most known for when it comes to the custom clothing, is the skirts. And you know, they're not cheap. You know, they cost. You know, when you contact me, but it's worth it. And so I got to a point where the demand was so crazy that I was having to take more time to get the products out, get the skirts out, because as a small business owner family, one of the things that we need to take into account here is that if you are running the business by yourself, you don't get sick days, because when you go sick, stuff get jacked up. Some Opio, am I telling the truth? Okay, family, something happened with the family. Something happened with your car. If you hit a rough patch and the lights get cut off or anything like that, it's all on you. There is no backup. And so I came to a point where I had to say, Nietzsche, you gotta hire somebody, even if you just hire them to come and help you 2 days out of the week. My delay with hiring someone was my nervousness about them getting next to all my stuff. Opio, I was like, if I bring you in, you're gonna know all my stuff, and I'm nervous about that. But the flip side of that is, if I didn't bring somebody in, not only was I going to have that concern, but I was going to lose my business. And so you have to sit down and have a conversation with yourself about how you're going to navigate your business and how you're going to grow. Is it going to be the refocusing, the shifting? Is it going to be hiring someone? Is it going to be bring someone into your actual space? For me, once I brought those 2 girls in to help me to construct those garments, man, my planning became better, because I was like, okay, I know she coming on Tuesday. So on Monday, I'm going to cut out this skirt. I'm going to lay out this pattern. I'm going to merge this together. I'm going to buy this. I had it all laid out. It made a world of difference. So family, what I'm saying to you is, for some of you, you are at the point where you need to get someone to step in on those other areas. Niche, I don't have all the money. Well, either Opio or Mike just said, find a way to make that resource available to you. There's Uber, there's DoorDash. If you can get you an extra $100, $150 a week. You can cut somebody's lawn. You can shovel somebody's driveway this year, $25 a pop. 3 lawns on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and you got a little money to hire somebody to come in. Entrepreneurs that are hungry, like Opio mentioned, we gonna get it done. We gonna figure out a way. We're going to figure out a way to get it done, whether we pick up extra work or whatever it has to be. So Fam, is this making sense? I'm seeing you all in the comments. I'm seeing you saying agreed and everything like that. Is it making sense to you? I want you all to flood the printgiants.com website, the Print Giants on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. I want you to flood them. And I also want y'all to drop a shout out to the Print Giants CEO, Opio Shaah, because he just mad dope. And I want you guys to follow Mike Builds Brands on Instagram, Facebook, website, everything. Mike, and I see you all post. I'm going to give out that candle in just about 5 minutes, okay? Because we got about 10 minutes left of this conversation. Mike, we about to do something. We're gonna hook you guys up with some. We always get phone calls. Nietzsche, let me pick your brain. Nietzsche, can we talk about this? Nietzsche, what can I do? And so Mike and I put something together that we think is going to be a blessing to many of you that you can get in on. We're going to be on Let's Build a Brand every single week, every single Sunday, during the month of January, because all of us that are on this camera that you see on the screen right now, we really have a desire to help people. And I think, Opio and Mike, you all will both agree. We probably give out a lot of knowledge and information because we just want to see people grow. So, we're very helpful. But Mike and I put something together that we want you all to be able to be a part of. Mike's going to go ahead and explain that to you.
So what we're going to do is Nietzsche and I have gotten together, and what I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm so thankful for her just kind of being that motivating force to help me birth these visions and stuff that we have collectively, is we're putting together a webinar that is specifically and strategically created to give out information on how to build a six-figure business in 6 months. Now, let me tell you what a six-figure business means. The second that you start throwing out numbers, the first thing people think is, oh, I'm going to be rich. No, I said how to build a six-figure business, meaning your business will make six figures, not necessarily that you are going to make $500,000 when because and that's one of the big misconceptions that we're going to debunk in this conversation, in this webinar. We're going to put together practical steps, making sure that you're incorporated properly, making sure that your banking and accounting is set up so that you can effectively pay taxes, so that you don't have any IRS information coming to you, how to brand yourself, how to leverage social media as a tool that is going to be able to help thrust you into the forefront of your marketplace, how to leverage followers and turn those into dollars. So many important things that people take for granted in this social world that we live in. People automatically associate followers with money, and it doesn't work like that. If you don't know how to leverage the people that have come and have chosen to follow you, provide them with proper detail and information, and provide value to their livelihoods, then you're not going to be able to successfully do that. Understanding algorithms and et cetera. So we're going to put together, and it's called 6 months in six figures. It is a practical plan through a webinar series, and we're going to have some tools that we're going to give you, that we're going to leave you guys with as well. But it's a practical guide to establishing a six-figure business in just 6 months if you follow these step by step.
Yeah, listen, I don't know about you, but I don't want to leave no money on the table. So if somebody about to break down the steps for me, and they have, I'm all in. Mike, so how are we going to connect them into that? What we gonna do?
We're going to put together, we're going to send out a link. So everybody make sure that you're following us and that you have the notifications turned on first and foremost, because when we release this information, there's only going to be a limited amount of slots available. Mm-hmm. We want to keep this intimate. We want to make sure that the people that we're working with are serious, and we want to make sure that these people are willing to put in the time, the work, and the effort to be able to do so. So we're going to have a special link for you guys to go and register for the webinar. Once you register for the webinar, after it's complete, we're going to be sending you a bunch of resources and tools to accompany the webinar after it's over. So you're going to get some free downloads of stuff that, in honesty, I've charged hundreds of dollars in the past for certain resources, and I paid thousands of dollars to get certain resources and tools and stuff. And we're going to give this stuff to you for free just for participating in the webinar. When we send that link out, there's a small investment that's going to come with that. And that's literally just for us to be able to take care of the people that are going to be affiliated with this process. But when I tell you we're giving you 6 figures worth of information, we're giving you 6 figures worth of information in about 45 minutes, and it'll change your life.
Mike, one of the things that I said at the top of this year was this year, everybody around me is going to win. If I have the information, I'm giving it to you as best as I can. Sometimes there is a cost associated with that because like Mike mentioned, you know, we've invested to be able to get this knowledge that we have, and we've tried it and made sure that it was true. And so be prepared to grab that link, or you can inbox me now, or you can follow any of us on social. You can inbox us, give us your email address so we can make sure that you get that right away, because we want to see you all have that 6-figure business this year. It is not out of your scope. It's unique to be able to hear maybe where you're at right now. You're like, man, I can't make 6 figures in my business. I'm just good if I just do $500 this month. You can do it. It can be done, and we're going to help you. Opio, I want to pay for somebody to get a logo design from you. So I'm getting ready to Cash App you. I don't know how much it costs, but I'm getting ready to send you what I think it costs. And I'm sure.
Just like you and Mike, I'm in the free game sometimes as well too.
Yeah, sometimes.
Win. This won't be the first and it won't be the last logo that I've done at a discounted price or done. I've done some logos for free. I get excited sometimes. I see people come online and announce that they're getting ready to do a business. And they're getting ready to come out with a new product that may be somebody young from my community. I inbox them. Say, listen, send me that menu over. Let me give you a new menu. Or send me that logo. Let me revise it for you. Sometimes our logos cost $150, $200 for a logo. Sometimes the people coming to me with that don't have the budget for it. Or they're like Mike said, they're in the beginning stages. They're not even ready for that logo yet. Mike, I ain't got there yet. I ain't sending them out the door yet. And I learned a lot from that because my time is valuable. But I've been walking people from their premature stage, trying to get them developed and trying to get them right. So I have really dedicated myself this year. I've been doing it from the beginning, but this year, I mean, I was telling, I think I was telling you, Nietzsche, some of my customers may be saying, dang, I asked him one question and he went to work. I'm working on it for myself, but I'm also really passionate about making sure that the people in my community and the associates that I come in contact with business-wise, everything I got, you got. You know, if I got it, I'm going to give it to you. And so with that, Nietzsche, you send me over what you think a logo is worth. You give them the basics of what they need to do to get that logo, and the print giants are going to come through with some fire.
Okay, look, listen. Okay, if I knew how to do the Dougie, I'd do it. Do you see? No, it's power. I don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to teach me, but it's power on the screen. One of the reasons why certain people in business win is because of what you just heard Opio say and what you have heard Mike say. As business owners, of course, we need to make money, but what people don't see is the part of us that gives. They don't see that part. And I really believe Opio and Mike, that is the reason why we are blessed in many capacities, because we give and oftentimes nobody even knows. Today, you all saw me give to be able to do something with Sukie to support her, but that's because I want to be an example of supporting a Black business. And you're about to see me to send something over to the print giants because I want to be example supporting a Black business. But there's many things that we do behind the scenes. And I really think that when you see people do that, it's just a principle that you see even large businesses. It's a principle where they give back.
Absolutely.
It's just a principle. It just is what it is. And so we hope that through these conversations that you all are inspired. I'm seeing your, okay, Sabrina, you said you need your logo revised. Okay, then I'm gonna send this money for you. Sabrina Neal, I'm gonna send the Print Giants $50 to revise your logo.
Welcome to the Print Giants, Miss Neal.
Sabrina, can you come on camera with us? Let me know. Type something if you can come on camera with us. All right, what is the Print Giants? What is it, Opio?
$ the Print Giants.
Right, branding. It make it easy.
Right.
It's funny. I did this same thing on Clubhouse maybe a couple of days ago. I was in a room and they had this 16-year-old kid in there with an idea and a concept, content creation that was just amazing. And the kid was so poised and he was so passionate. he knew so much information. I was just like, hey man, just hit me up. I'm gonna take care of you. And
Sabrina, can you come on camera?
it's crazy.
Okay, I can't show y'all all of that, but I didn't get the confirmation screen before I took it down. Can you see that? Okay.
Mhm.
Opio, okay, you should have that. Sabrina, you can't come on camera. Okay. All right. So I want you to inbox us, Sabrina, and Opio with the Print Giants is going to help you to revise your logo. Family, I need you to follow the Print Giants on their website, theprintgiants.com, on Instagram at the Print Giants. Y'all ain't even on TikTok. Yep, the Print Giants on TikTok. Once you follow
Yeah,
them
I'm gonna pick
everywhere.
up too. Yeah, I love it.
Anything that you need printed for your brand, for your business, if you need it printed, if it is for your pop-up shop, if I saw some of my friends were talking about niche, I just don't know what to do. You know, I got a boutique situation, doing a pop-up shop, and I don't want to do the average situation. You need to call them. They make those signs that have your QR code on, and they can hook you up with all that. All your printing needs, not just apparel, but anything. Pastors, you are having to do social distancing right now. Maybe you need signage for the outside of your building, or you need signage inside, or you are doing your live streams inside the building and you need something behind you. You need to contact the Print Giants. Tell them Neat sent you. Tell them Neat sent you, theprintgiants.com. You need your website built. You need that sales funnel created. All of the above, MikeBuildsBrands.com, Mike Builds Brands on Instagram. Fam, I don't have to endorse nobody. So if I am okay, so if I'm saying it, you can trust and believe that I have enough love for those of you who support my platform that I'm going to give you somebody who is dope. Okay. And so these two, Opio Shaah, the Print Giants, Mike Builds Brands, Mike Builds Brands. Y'all got any last words?
You gonna go first, Mike?
Yeah, just real quick. If you're stuck in your business, or if you just need somebody to talk to, I have 15 to 30-minute consultations that I provide throughout the week to give people insight into the direction that they need to go in, resources, tools, research development, etc. Starting a business is hard, and it's not supposed to be easy. You know, it's not supposed to be. So if you ever need just just somebody to point you in the right direction, I do have spots that I provide for free that are available on my website, MikeBuildsBrands.com. And you go to book a consultation, and there's some free initial consultations that are there where we can chat for 15 to 20 minutes just about your brand and the direction that you want to go into. And I'd love, love, love to meet new people and just help. I'm here to help. So I've dedicated a certain amount of hours per week out of my schedule, literally just to help people. So please take advantage of that, guys.
Yeah.
All right. What I would like to tell you guys, especially for the people who are in business, you've been getting started, you're ready to take it to another level. Everybody is out and everybody's hungry right now. You got to figure out a way to cut through the noise. What I mean by that is, how are you going to stand out? What's going to make you different? Mike said that early. I'll give you an example. There's 1 million people out there selling hair. There's 1 million people out there now that are doing food services. Whether it's the hibachi grill, or whether it's they're doing Taco Tuesdays, whatever the promotions may be. It's 1 million people doing it. Everybody's opening a salon. How can you cut through the noise? Well, you say, well, the noise, what is the noise? The noise is the competition. You know, when you get on Facebook and you start posting tomorrow, what makes your company different than anybody else? Well, listen, go to that website, DM me, or give me a call, and let the Print Giants help you cut through the noise. I just, bottom line, you need cutting edge design. You need somebody who's going to be honest with you, let you know that logo is so-so. Right now, out of 100%, that logo is 67%. And some people are just going to take your money, let you send them some money, and they're going to send you back a product and let you go about your way. And they're looking for the next person to come through the door. That's not a person that's looking to build a brand. At the Print Giants, we're looking to build, and we're looking to help you build your brand. So when you come in, I always tell people, they say, Opio, the Print Giants, what's different between you and anybody else? Well, my pitch is, we go beyond the print. We go far beyond the print. Man, the amount of hours that I give up in consulting without a fee, the amount of time, just last night, I drove 25, 30 minutes to go to one of my clients to pick up dinner for the family. Nietzsche said, we got to support. You know, I got pictures on my Facebook page now. They had the hibachi grill in the back, all kind of stuff going on, but it matters. It's important. So again, if you're looking to try to cut through the noise, you're looking to try to take your business to the next level, invest. You know, your friend on Facebook, yeah, they can do some design for you, or your child who just graduated from high school, yes, they can do you a new logo, but that's not going to help you get to the next level. You know, invest into professionals and take your business where it needs to go.
Y'all, it's gonna be a dope year. I don't know about you. I ain't leaving no money on the table. And I'm absorbing all knowledge that's available to me, free and paid, so that I can win. That's the bottom line. Opio, you dope. Thank you so much for rocking with us tonight.
Thank you.
Mike, you dope. Thank you for so much for rocking with us tonight. Family.
Thank you.
These candles. Let me just open up my phone here because I saw you all dropping the comments. Getting ready to give away this candle. Let me just open up my feed on my phone right fast. So that is everybody down. You could pull a mic down, Andrea. I hope y'all enjoyed this tonight. I'm seeing your comments. You said you asked somebody asked if Opio can do long distance. Yes, he can. Both of them can. Both of them can. Both of them could do long distance. They both can. Yeah. That's the beauty of it all. They can both do long distance. All right. So let me just look at these comments real quick so I can give out this candle. They both can. That's my phone showing up, y'all. All right. Let me see who was the first one to tell me. In order to get the candle, Sukie Jefferson was on earlier, and I sent her $20 to be able to gift one of these candles that I had to somebody who was following Nietzsche on Instagram and who was following Sukie. Yeah, it don't cost anything to hit the follow button. Before I give out this candle, let me tell y'all about my t-shirt, because I know y'all gonna ask me. This is my brand, Big Drip Threads, or you can get it on Nietzsche.com. This is the cranberry. This is the cranberry version. It's not on the website, but I can put it on there. If y'all want this shirt, drop it in the comments and I'll make this one available. I was gonna keep this one to myself, but I think I might share it with y'all. So, so this other website, there's tons of colors right now. There's gold. Y'all see me rock that one. Black, white. There's pink, orange. This is the cranberry. And so I will put this on the website if you guys say you want it. Andrew, let's put some comments up there because they're giving Opio shouts out right now. Opio, they okay. I see y'all. Y'all giving comments. All right. So I'm gonna give out these candles. Let me see who was the first one to drop me a comment. Yeah, I can't see it. Okay, wait, let me see. Hold on. Let me look up here. Andrea, can you scroll up for me and let me know who was it that was the first to say that they were following us? I know I saw a few people, but I just can't see it on my phone. I want to say, is it last name Hood, or is it before that? Andrea, look for me. Y'all can follow Sukie's Candles on Instagram. Andrea Sinclair, I see you saying I'm a realtor and I need a lot of help. Inbox me, okay? Mike has consultations. I have consultation. You guys know I do social media and marketing for some really big organizations and religious organizations, and also some small businesses. So you can go to my website, Nietzsche.com, click on the book/consultation, and we'll get you straight. Okay. All right. You said it was Anthony, you said, are the shirts for women only? No, they are for men and women. They are unisex. The fellas actually purchased the navy quite a bit. Sukie, are you on? Because I'm going to give out this candle. So if you're on, we can give out this candle together. She's saying that she's there. All right, Sukie, let's give out this candle.
Let's do it.
Now listen.
Y'all don't play around outside too. So these candles are clutch.
The one I ordered is the grapefruit mint. Okay. and I'm not sure what she's going to send you. Y'all can talk about that. All right, but we got to give out this candle. Andrea, can you put the comment up on the screen of who responded that they had followed both of us first? Who was it? You said the last name was Hood. I can't see it. Oh, you can't go back that far. Okay, let me see. Hang on, y'all. Is it there? Karima Hood just got a candle.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. My girl Sukie is going to hook you up. Inbox us so that we can get your address and send it to you. Inbox us so we can send it to you. It's going to be dope. They smell really good. I'm excited to support
Why not?
this Black business. Karima Hood. And if she does not inbox us within the next few hours, then we'll go to the next person. All right. And then I'll, which I believe is going to be Monique, but Karima Hood, you won the candle from Sukie's Candles. All right. Hope you enjoy it. Sukie, thank you for coming back to help me give out this candle. I'll see you soon.
Okay, my love.
All righty. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I want you to make sure that you are following Nietzsche on all platforms. We'll be right back here this coming Sunday at 8:00 p.m. Every Sunday in the month of January, we're going to help you build your brand. We're going to inspire you. We're going to pique your creativity. We're going to give you some inside scoop and some real stories about how the things that we've experienced, what has worked, what hasn't, how we have built our brands, how you can build your brand, because we want to see you be dope in 2021 and beyond. You can do this. All right. Follow me on all social media at Nietzsche. Grab a t-shirt. That is one of the ways that you can support this platform. If you enjoyed this conversation tonight, you can purchase a t-shirt. I promise you, it really helps. Grab a t-shirt. Website and information is on your screen. You can also send a Cash App. You can also send a PayPal. If you enjoyed what you heard on this platform tonight, if it blessed you, if it inspired you, and you just want to show your support, it does not matter. We have people that send us $5. We have people that send us $500. It's every little bit counts because it helps us to be able to share this information with you. And then, of course, the session that Mike and I talked about, we're going to have an intimate session with you where we're going to help you personally build your brand. Make sure that you're following us, that you are tapped in, subscribe to the newsletter and everything so you can be the first to get that. We're only going to have a small amount of people that we're going to take into that group for this first segment of this. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you're tapped in. All right. I think that's everything. All right. I love y'all. So God bless you because y'all dope. All right. Have a good night.